Greetings, Grandfather. Last time I started talking to you about why to live. There are times coming, within most of your lifetimes, where you will have the opportunity to see things change. Yes, some of them will be little things. Just little things you notice in the personality of your friends, maybe your family, maybe your neighborhood, maybe at work, maybe even at play. And the change will sometimes be very subtle, but you notice it. And sometimes the change will be dramatic. It's like, wow, what was that? Other times, you'll get the awareness. You know, like you wake up from a dream and you suddenly ease into your world. You'll get an awareness that something has shifted in general. You are living in very exciting times. You are literally experiencing the coming of heaven on earth. One of the qualities of heaven is that beings, all right, dogs, cats, fish, whales, humans, horses, all right, beings, trees, and so on, are all accepted for being not only who they really are, but for being who they've always been. On earth, you experience very often a sense of unreality, even though you're surrounded by reality. Earth herself, plants, animals, these things all live in reality. But human beings have forgotten who they are on the greater soul and spirit level. But the reason I'm saying that these times are very exciting is that every single human being on earth is going to remember and put into practice at least 1/3 of their totality of being in this life. Now, granted, if you're coming to the end of your life, in the next 2 or 3 years, you may not see all of that. But let's say you're going to live for another 10 years, and almost all of you will live for 10 years or more. Okay? Some of you will live for another 50, 60, 80 years. Almost all of you, then, will see this incredible awakening of the human being on earth. For some of you, you've had glimmers of this, especially if you have pets. Because one does not always have permission, do you, to look into the eyes of another human being for a long time, even if they're the closest person to you in the world, a lover perhaps. You feel a little uncomfortable, or something like that. But when it comes to a dog or a cat, very often you feel completely at ease looking at them in their eyes. What do you want? Are you hungry? Do you want to go out? You're trying to guess what they need. What's going to happen for you, especially in the case of, say, dogs or horses, who have very expressive eyes and are not shy about making contact, though I recognize that horses can be a little shy sometimes, is that you're going to know what they want. You're going to look at them. In the case of dogs, when they give you that meaningful look, it almost always has to do not with they're hungry, not with did they need to go out, although sometimes that's it with dogs, but very often they're concerned about you. When they give you that look where they're concerned about you, then it's perfectly all right, especially if you're alone with your dog, to do something that a lot of you who have dogs do. And I'm just giving you permission that it's all right. Talk to the dog about your life. You can complain, you can say anything you want. Don't yell at dog, but talk and say, oh, this happened or that happened. And at some point, dog will lay down, because dog's job is to get you talking. Get it out, in other words. Don't shove it down. Get it out. And just talking will help. You are living in very exciting times, and the beings around you, not just humans, but dog, maybe horse, maybe birds, maybe squirrels, wild beings, maybe even an old tree, will seem to be giving you permission to express yourself. That's part of the waking up process. Just a reminder. So, pay attention. It'll be all right. Good life.